Attention, everybody. The views expressed on this show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or their affiliate and subordinate ministries and or nonprofits. So without any further ado, good morning! Coming to you live from Acts Media Group headquarters, it's the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay, with your host, Matt and Jay. We don't have Steve-O Mickey Mac with us today, but what we do have is about a 25-minute video of our interview with Kevin Sorbo on Sunday. It was a lot of fun. You're listening to That's All Change, an original by Matt, by the Good News Band. Wait for it. Wait for it. Always be 2, 3, but that's all change. That's all change. And you set this captive free. I want to live. All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
Welcome to the party, Jay. You know
Yeah.
what?
Thanks for the invitation.
Hey, I'm glad to help you out. I need to get my drink.
You need to get your drink, Matt. So while Matt's getting his drink, I just got to say thank you to Kevin Sorbo. If you're watching our show today, we really appreciate the opportunity to sit down and talk with you. I was amazed at how close we were able to be right across. We were this close, closer than this film. Closer than this.
The whole time I'm getting the camera ready, she's like, "You got 2 minutes before you start."
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I kept saying to everybody around me, Kevin Sorbo is sitting right there,
Yeah.
right now. Kevin Sorbo is right there, right now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying really hard not to be like one of those freaked out fans, that weird people out,
You were.
Not too bad. I wasn't
Yeah.
that bad.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Was it pretty bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
But you settled right in.
Well,
Once it got going, it was good. We
he's
were
easy to talk to. The guy is
really
easy to talk to.
Yes.
He tells you, you're on number 4 today, right over there. Johnny Rooster's in the studio with us today.
There we are.
So here in a couple minutes, we are going to be playing that video, unedited, uncut. Sometimes the questions might be a little bit difficult to hear, but he actually is, he's obviously a professional at what he does, because he actually mentioned
Obviously.
the question before answering it, like repeats it.
Yeah.
Even the one that you asked, it made him go, "Oof, boy, that's a tough question," he says. Morning, John.
Good morning. Am I on?
You're not.
I thought is he, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now try it.
Okay, now I'm trying it. Now
I
I hear
thought
it.
I thought I unmuted him.
Good morning.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah,
things that we're on
I-
is 1 and 2.
All right.
Sometimes you deserve to
So
mute
you
me.
came on a good day today. We're actually playing an interview video of us talking to Kevin Sorbo on Sunday.
All right.
You know who Kevin Sorbo
A
is?
little brush with fame there. Yes.
Yeah, he was actually the first really famous person like that I've ever met.
Yeah.
So
Christian
I was
movies.
I was not just Christian movies. He's got a. He
Other
said
movies.
He said there.
60-something.
Yeah. Well, he said he has 15 of them that he wish he didn't do.
But we won't talk about
We
those.
aren't going to talk about
15
those.
on the no list.
I will say that I know of one of them, and it's been even in the trailer. It says the worst movie ever made. That's part of the trailer.
I like watching movies like that just to,
It's got Danny Trejo in it, so that means that it's definitely a B movie. Because Danny Trejo, if you're watching, of course, is the king of B-rated movies. And I was saying it's almost
rated BZ.
.bz.
.bz. We actually are not going to talk about naturalsolutionstore.bz today.
Okay.
We're going to talk about how you guys can help us out at Acts Media Group. We've got a way to donate, and it's really easy to do, and we really need your help. So, that's how it's going to be. So isn't there a vote today?
Yes.
Yeah. Primary.
Primary.
Vote for me.
No.
I'm not on
Okay,
the
so
ballot.
explain
No.
Okay, so what's the difference between the primary and then the main election? What do they call the main election?
General. The general election is in November.
Yes.
Okay.
That's when we elect our generals.
And primary is the one that your primary school people vote in.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Got that
Kevin
figured
Sorbo
out.
today. Steve
Segue
McCall-
right back.
Right
Steve,
back to
well, I
Kevin
mean, it's a
Sorbo.
big deal.
That was
We
a
miss
pretty
you
good
guys too,
segue.
Steve.
Wow.
We miss you too, Steve.
Hard shift.
Steve
Grinding the
McAllister. Steve
Which one
McAllister
am I
says,
in
"Yes,
now?
Matt, you were nervous."
You were very nervous. Your
Of
eyes
cour-
were wide open.
Mr. Sorbo.
I didn't.
No, he didn't show it then. It was right before.
Oh, right before.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I was in a
Sweating.
hurry trying to put this device
Changing
together
shirts.
because I thought we had enough time. We actually
And
had.
when was the last time you did anything in 5 minutes? They come up and say 5 minutes, and he's opening the box to
You're
the
on in
camera with
5.
the microphones and all that right at that moment. And they're saying, you got 5 minutes to be ready, and that's it.
yeah.
And she was pretty stern about it.
Pressure's
Yeah,
on.
and then 2 minutes. You guys got 2 minutes, and then when we got up there and was sitting down, she goes, "Okay, you guys you all have 10 minutes to visit with Mr. Sorbo or Kevin."
It was 20.
No, it was 10.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 10. And I
thought you guys went over by a few.
We went over by
We went-
almost twice.
yeah, we went over. It was 20.
Kevin
More
was
th- it was more than
gracious.
twice as much.
Well, she came up numerous times to to say, "Okay, it's it." And he said, "No, we've got more time. It's all right." And I guess he was enjoying the conversation.
I hope so. I think so.
So I know
I did.
we definitely enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the video.
Because Matt is good all the time, according
During
to
the
Kevin
conversation, I was not all there. I mean, I knew that I asked the question, but I was looking for more questions out of his answers
Steve Schultz, no
instead
Steve.
of really being aware of his answer.
Sorbo. Being Jay, I know that you were probably throwing him off with some depth questions.
Well,
Oh,
there
We
yeah.
haven't
was a-
heard about this.
Yeah.
We've already heard about how you gave him some hard curveballs.
Yeah.
That's a very tough question.
Yeah,
You're
that's
trying
what
to
he
get
said.
Sorbo to sweat on the air.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think you can get the son of Zeus to
He
sweat.
said it was
you
a
know.
good question, so he liked the
okay.
question.
Yeah,
You
I
liked
mean,
it.
it was a good
Something
question.
to ponder.
Well, see, my motivation wasn't really the movie. Mine was Kevin Sorbo and trying to get to know him and have him talk about something personal so that he could, so that our viewers could get to know him a little bit, and we could.
Right. I think a lot of people talk about their genre, their topic, their movie, but if you're really involved in the person, that's what they really like that.
I think, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Well, he was a really, really good guy to talk to. Susan Burrows, good morning. It's good to see you on YouTube. So yeah, here in just a minute we are going to. Good morning, Linda Fleetwood, Priscilla Kemp. Here in just a little bit, we're going to start this video of our interview with Kevin Sorbo. Again, unedited, uncut, no narration in the middle. We're just going to let it go. Just going to let it roll because I feel like it's our duty as media people to give everybody the entire video without commentary, so that they can see the true beauty of the interview. In my opinion, you could tell. I didn't even know that it was going to be that intimate of an interview, like as far as like being so close to him and stuff. I thought we were going to be like a bunch of people standing around,
Raising our hands, hoping they call on us.
right?
Mr. President,
Yeah.
And
press conference.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
he actually did a Q&A session after the movie too.
Yeah.
Which I didn't get any video of that because, we already got all the video we needed of that. We were all the way in the back because we didn't want to have to walk very far to go.
AxeMediaGroup.com, Axe Ministry, Axe Ministry Church. Check them out. Support us.
Go to Axe Media Group's YouTube channel, like and subscribe.
We're trying to build a media group that's faith-friendly, Christian-friendly.
Yes, and succeeding, I think.
Yeah,
And it's secular friendly.
they did a questionnaire with all the shows that we do, and I looked and I thought, what, this is really great content, and a lot of it. And then we've got some new shows coming up. We have a lawyer coming up who's going to start doing a show, and she's going to do a show. What is it called? Something media, out of the media?
Reality check.
Reality check, yeah, where she's going to tackle media topics that the media avoids.
Oh, cool. That
Yes,
sounds interesting.
and she's a lawyer, so she does her research. which is going to be really great.
Plus,
And-
she can be really lawyerly with them.
yeah, and I think people will be interested in that, and it's a new perspective, given by somebody who's scholarly and astute. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
This could be.
Yeah, which I'm going to enjoy. And then there was another show coming up. What have we got? Another show coming in?
Tonight. Oh,
Another new show. Wasn't it?
that hurts, doesn't it? I've done that
Actually, it
numerous
hurt the
times.
table more than me.
Talking about Troy, and he's going to be doing one about veterans and recovery and stuff. So we got to. He was supposed to meet me yesterday, but I don't remember why he wasn't there. But
Is he going to do a regular show, or is it going to be like a special feature show?
it's going to be a regular show. It's going to be a 30-minute show, and it's going to be on Mondays after Steve O'Mickey Mac's show.
Yeah, and who's finding these people? Where are these people coming from?
Steve found Troy,
Yeah.
and Jim and Dr. Paul found the lawyer, Rita.
How
I believe
great
is
are
her name.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll get more specifics on that eventually. But real quick today, I need to. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna go online here real quick. First thing I want to do is tell you the show is brought to you by obviously Axe Media Group, because this is Axe Media Group, and if you want an opportunity to help us out, we really do need the help. You can go to Axe Media Group axemediagroup.com/please-donate, or just go to axemediagroup.com. There's a really nice new donation button there that you can do credit cards, debit cards, or PayPal. So go on there if you should feel so inclined to help us out. Go online and you can do a one-time donation, or you can do a monthly donation. Be a monthly contributor to spreading the gospel into the secular world,
Helping us build a network.
helping us build a network, and it's fun. So John
Now,
Cockcroft
also, you
says
can
glad to
help
be
us
here.
by hitting the thumbs up while you're watching the video. You can leave a comment, even if it's good morning or hi, fellas, anything you want to
Let us
leave.
know you're there.
Tell us who your favorite character is on the show. John Cockcroft.
That just slipped out. There's something in my throat.
And then you can also share it with your friends.
Foul Tourette's.
Or you can even share it to your story. So please help us out by
Yes,
doing
my
that as well.
story.
I got to remember to put up a banner during one of the questions. The questions near the end was done by a gentleman by the name of Mike Phillips.
You have the banner already.
I don't have.
Wave your banner when you get it.
I'm working on the banner as we speak, because
We're going to run out of time.
a lot of banners.
No.
Be like Kevin Sorbo. He'll
Yeah,
say, "You
take
got more
15
time.
already."
Just keep going.
Phillips Media Arts.
You got more time."
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It doesn't matter. Just keep going.
Apparently, he reached out and talked about how he enjoyed the. Of course, this is coming from Mike Phillips. That he reached out to somebody and talked about how he enjoyed the media part.
Who's Mike Phillips?
He's the one that sat next to us.
I thought
Oh,
he
yeah.
invented the Phillips screwdriver. I was
No,
not clear on who that was.
Well, you'll hear him ask some questions near the end of the video.
Okay.
He's not. He's from Phillips Media Arts. So he's basically a rival media company.
He's a threat.
Nah.
No. He's a friend.
Yes.
I like how you just pick right back up on
Yeah. If you say no, then I'm like, okay.
His
back
is
on
also
track.
a Christian media.
Also Christian
company.
media.
So we need more of those, and we can support each other and become a big family. We can share each other's fans. Some of our fans may like his show better, and some of his may like ours better. And I think helping people find what it is they're looking for is a good thing, especially if it's in a Christian context.
Yeah. So another thing I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to go to this. Now, you guys watching at home can see this as soon as it happens. I'm going to put the video up here so you guys will be able to kind of see it. Now you can tell that there's
I see it.
it's recording while we're walking up the stairs, and you can kind of see, kind of get a glimpse at how close we actually are to Kevin Sorbo, which is oh, I did the wrong one. All right, so there we go.
All right.
There were some veterans doing security there.
Yeah, and it's playing already.
Is it?
What would you like?
Well, kind of. Let me go ahead and
Sounds good.
Kind of playing.
pause this.
20 minutes.
I didn't hear it.
We'll
like-
pause it right at Kevin Sorbo there.
Yeah.
It looks like he's like the board member just staring down at us out of a window right now. So you can see. Look, you can see him.
There's Kevin.
So I need to put that there.
Yeah.
Let's back this up because I said uncut. That's us getting ready to walk up the stairs. You can see Steve's seat walker there that he
Look
has
at
everywhere. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and play this. Does that sound like a plan, guys?
Roll it.
All right. Priscilla, the guest is John Cockcroft here. All right, so be sure and share this with your friends. I'm sure they'd like to see us interview Kevin Sorbo. At one point in time, I will warn you. You see
What
part of
happened to
my
the video again?
bald head. There's nothing wrong with the video. I just paused it.
Ah.
So yeah, share this with your friends. Share this on your page. This is us actually speaking with Kevin Sorbo. It's no one else. It's us with Michael Phillips of Phillips Media Art. And you'll hear his questions as well. So, and I'll put a banner up as soon as he starts saying his questions. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
Mr. Kevin Sorbo.
Where would you like me to go?
20 minutes sounds good.
You guys got 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Oh. You have to excuse me, I'm a little nervous. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Very good.
We're from Axe Television Network. We're a really, really small Christian network.
You're based where?
Here in Springfield, Missouri.
Okay.
We do the Monday through Friday from 8 to 9. We do the morning drive radio show. with me and
Okay.
Dave. I'm Jay. You may have heard of me. They named the letter of the alphabet after me.
I heard they did.
Yeah.
Very impressed.
I'm almost as famous as you.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I've had a question.
I dated a K, so I don't know. You must have been close to it.
Right. We were close.
That's awesome. I've had a question for a long time. It's not about this movie. I do want to finish watching this movie, but in God's Not Dead, did you have any reservations about playing the part of an atheist or somebody who's
No,
very
not at all. I'd rather have a Christian play the atheist than an atheist play the atheist.
That's a good point.
You know, so because I think it's hard to say which direction they would have gone with it to make themselves more likable, maybe, or something. You know, who knows? But no, the first movie I did with Peter Fooks was called What If, and I think What If's a better movie than God's Not Dead. And I tell people all the time, look at What If. But
Right.
the trouble with that one, Peter Fooks blew it. They'll be the first to admit that they blew the marketing on it, and they learned by that, and it was incredibly helpful for God's Not Dead because they put double the effort in, and God's Not Dead. $2 million budget, made $7 million US and about another close to $65 million worldwide. Of all the movies they've done, that movie made more money than all the movies combined.
And the souls that were saved because of it.
Oh my gosh,
Very
I've had, but it's not even God's Not Dead. I mean, What If has been picked up again from people because I promote it all the time. Dallas Jenkins directed it. He's Jerry Jenkins' son of The Left Behind. I'm doing the next 2 Left Behind movies.
Are
I'm
you?
directing and I'm starring in it. I'm taking over the role that they gave to, what's his name? No, Kirk Cameron did it years ago. Nicolas Cage was the last one. Was the last one.
Okay.
And it didn't go over too well with the crowds, and they went out. The Cloud 10 guys at Toronto went out, and they, I guess, flattering for me, people said get Kevin Sorbo, and they were, yeah, we should. So I've been. Those guys helped me in my last movie, Let There Be Light, do a lot of promo for Let There Be Light. They did a great job. So that's It's interesting you brought it up about saving souls because it's not only What If, God's Not Dead. I've done Soul Surfer, Abel's Field, Let There Be Light, my last movie, and I've had I don't want to exaggerate, so I'm going to say around 50 Muslims come up to me over the
Really?
last 7 years and say, your movies made me become a Christian,
That is awesome.
which is unbelievable. Yeah. First time it happened in Salt Lake City Airport about 6-7 years ago. I was sitting there and this woman comes up and she just said, "Are you Kevin Sorbo?" And I said, "I am." And I could tell when she talked, and her look, I said, she's got to be Middle East somewhere. And she was from Iraq originally. She had a beautiful 7-year-old daughter with her and said, "Your movie, God's Not Dead, I'm now a Christian, I got baptized."
Awesome.
And I asked her, I said straight out, and I said, "Well, you're married?" She goes, "I was." Like, "Were you married before?" And she goes, "Well, I became a Christian, my husband tried to kill me." So once again, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
But hey, it's the peaceful religion, so
Yeah. I imagine they're not together anymore.
I say that with all heart and sincerity since you're recording this. So, because, you know, if they come after me, which they'd love to come after me, because it's okay to bash Christians, but don't bash the Muslim religion, because it's the peaceful religion.
Yeah, it really is. We talk about it a lot on our show.
Oh yeah, but that's one thing I'm still trying to understand to this day. Why is there such an attack and bashing on Christians? If you say anything negative about any other religion, really, you get attacked.
I have a question. When you're doing movies, there's of course it's fiction, and then there's based on a true story. What do you like to do better? And this movie being based on a true story, the Miracle in West Texas,
East Texas.
East Texas.
I love true stories.
Right, and so what about this movie is the most relatable to your own life and experience?
Oh gosh, that's actually a really tough question. It's
Yeah,
a good
he's
question
good at that.
too.
That's what he does.
No, that's an interesting
It's a
question.
couple really about the comparison between fiction and non-fiction, based
Right.
on a true story, and then its relatability to you.
Well, Dan Gordon wrote the script. It's a wonderful script. Initially, he brought it to Robert Redford and Paul Newman over 30 years ago.
Right.
Redford didn't want to do it. Newman did. So Dan Gordon kept it in the vault for a long time and take it out, dust it off, and maybe do a little rewrite here and there. And when he came in with it, I think what struck me the most about it was the redemption of my character. Because as they're wooing these widows and scamming and flim-flamming these widows all through Oklahoma, Texas, using Shakespeare and using scripture, the more he does it, the more you see it wear him down. And it really bothers him. We do at the end of it, you can't show 6 months later in the movie, but we do it. We put up a sign, 6 months later, and he actually became a pastor because it got to a point where in this movie, if you guys were talking, that's actually the whole thing you see later. They actually strike oil. Otherwise, hence the title Miracle in East Texas becomes the largest oil find in the history of the world, right in the heart of the Great Depression. So, what are they laughing at?
Your work in this is brilliant, though. You can even see in the eyes, in your eyes.
So you saw the whole movie already?
Just from what I've
Okay.
seen.
So, but what's interesting is that after we strike oil, you're going to see a scene. I want to get the heck out of Dodge because everywhere they go, they sold 500% of the shares. They only have 100% in anything, so it was all just a fun plan. Oh, it's a dry hole. We're leaving. We make up a lie and steal with all this money, and it bugs my character more and more. John's doesn't get bothered as quick, and what's interesting if you go and look at the real Dad Everett and the pictures, John looks like him. Same big build, same. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's almost just like him, identical. And then we go one step further, which is even more diabolical, and it really puts me over the edge. Is we scam an all-black church, a Baptist church in Kilgore, into raising money so we can give money to get out to pay everybody back that we scammed and to scam that black church. So. Actually, I'll say it here, where I walk up and I tell them, and I get in front of the pulpit and I say, we're going to drill right through here, the pulpit, and we'll hit oil. They hit oil. They drilled right in the pulpit. And I'm sitting there going, you got to be kidding me.
That's miracle number 2.
So
that's the
miracle
part
number
that's
2.
not based on it.
And then they all get down and pray for us. And it hits me. And I get down on my knees, I look up the cross, and I put a little glint on the cross. And just then they get arrested. The transformation is well on its way now. There's a whole jury trial and everything like that. So I don't know if that answered your question, but I mean, to me, it was wonderful to play something that had a real story, and you want to know how it relates to me as a person. I don't know if it related to me individually, because to me, I just loved the story. I thought it was great. I can't compare my life to what these guys went through, you know?
So you say young.
I've been a Christian my whole life. I mean, I don't remember not ever, I mean, I'm not perfect by any means. I don't remember ever going through a period, though, when I just didn't believe. I always believe there's got to be. I said, you can't get something from nothing. That's my argument with atheists. I said, well, where'd God come from? I said, you know what? I have no idea, but one day we're going to find out. But the reality is, you still can't get something from nothing. I said, who made this table? And it was somebody. There you go. Somebody had to make this, and it wasn't you or me. Something had to make this. I mean, I took a year of astronomy, and you think of it, really, it goes forever? It doesn't just come to a wall eventually, and you knock what's on the other side of the wall? You know, like Truman, you know?
End of space.
It's weird. It can blow your mind if you really think about it.
Makes you realize how
my
small we
gosh.
are in comparison.
I did a series called Andromeda. Andromeda Galaxy is the closest to our galaxy. You got to travel the speed of light for like 2 years to get there. What is the speed of light? 300,000, 4,000 miles a second or something? I mean, it's
pretty fast.
It's something insane.
Yeah.
And for 2 years, I finally made it, you know?
Don't you think though that that's why? See, isn't that why the biggest sin is the one of unbelief? Because God spends throughout every person's life, God testifies of Himself to them. You know what I mean? To everybody. And you know, even with atheists, my experience with them is in friendship, like at work and things like that. When we're all talking and getting to know each other, they all have that story. Somebody was looking out for me, or this was happening and I was crying out. You know, I was praying to God. But when it's for the sake of debate, when they don't want somebody else's religion imposed upon them, that's when they're really the atheists. You know, and don't want to talk about it.
This is why I did a movie like this, because this movie is in the vein of Blindside, where people of faith saw Blindside, said, what a great Christian movie. That Christian family took an African-American kid and they took care of him. And atheists go, no, it's a sports movie. It was a football movie about that, you know. But it still sneaks up on them. And that's what this movie's going to do. I don't want... The Kendricks do what they do, Kendrick Brothers, with War Room and everything. They preach to the choir, which is fine. I don't want to preach to the choir. I want the choir to support the movies I do. But I want to do movies that... I look at them as independent voters, the agnostics. You know? Which way I go to the right, you know. So
that's what I thought was great. There's a lot of things that are unspoken about in the church nowadays that in the very beginning of the movie brings them out as truly adult ideas and facts of life that we all go through and we all experience.
I find churches today. I do a lot of speaking events for pro-life, Christian education, and I'll speak at churches and I'll say, and the pastors are right there. I know they are, and I say, look, you work for God. You don't work for government. Right. And we got to a place we're so worried about and so concerned about, working our congregation down to a manageable size because you might offend somebody in the congregation. Right. Politics and the Bible and religion, they work together. Where do you think we got our laws for crying out loud? We're so afraid to talk politics now because it might offend this group or that group and stuff like that. Well, you're either going to work with the Bible or you're not going to work with the Bible. And what I love about the Left Behind movie is that one of the characters in there that got left behind was a pastor. And his wife and his kid are gone. And I got left behind. My wife is gone. In the script I have, it's my wife, myself and my daughter. And my little boy and my daughter are gone. They got taken. And it's his growing and his realization. He goes to visit with his pastor, and there's his pastor just like, I said the words, but I never really believed it.
You haven't got a question yet.
You actually did an explanation of the Branson Cross a couple of years ago when it first came up about the Graceful New Beginnings with the 8 teardrops and the 5. Carrie's actually here in the building.
Oh, really?
And yeah, I currently do a lot of work with images of the cross. We're ready to produce a full-on commercial.
Cool.
But a lot of the build-up to this movie is about new beginnings. Can you talk about the journey that you have had, not merely just in this film, but in the progression of your film from What If to this point, about how God's redeemed your time from Hollywood to Christian movies?
You know, I also kind of cringe at faith-based movies when the title, because I know that's the label we put on. The reason I have that, atheism is a faith. It's an unbelievable faith to believe in nothing.
Yeah.
So
Takes a lot of faith.
yeah, and I know it's still a Christian or a faith-based type movie, but I like to call them family. I mean, our new studio that we're putting together now, Sorbo Family Film Studios, where it's just really movies that will touch your hearts. I call them actors movies. I like to go to see Avengers movie too with all the special effects. But you walk on not really caring about the characters. I want to do movies that people can relate to the characters they see. They can be moved, they can laugh, they can cry, they can be touched, they can have. I like movies that have redemption, have hope, and have faith, because we're getting rid of that. We have so much anger and hate in our world right now. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. I blame the media. I blame what's coming out of Hollywood for the television movies they're putting out there. You look at the stuff coming out, you're going, really? I mean, I get stopped all the time through airports, hotel lobbies. I travel a lot, and people say, please keep making more movies like you're making. Please do more movies that my kids can go see. And when I did Let There Be Light, they gave it a PG-13 rating for it. I fought with them 2 months. I said, "This is not how he calls it a PG-13 movie." They go, "Well, your character, he's hooked on pharmaceuticals and he's alcoholic at the beginning. You barely see it anyway. And there's a car crash. Oh, you mean the car crash you don't see?"
Oh, wow.
They do it on purpose. They have an agenda. They don't. I had so many people from my fan side. I really want to take my 9-year-old this, and I go, "I'm telling you, you can. This is a PG movie. They do this on purpose.
Meanwhile, there's children growing up with
They
their whole
want to control it. Walt Disney said back in the 50s, movies can and will influence the younger generation, and that's what they're doing.
The issue right now with Hollywood is a principle called framing, and you just pointed that out, where they will take a context and they will insert their truth, which when you look at media, it's about
2 + 2 is 4. Okay.
Exactly. 5.5.
I know.
That's common.
Common Core math. Thank you. Yeah. The insanity of that. Thank you, Bill Gates.
But the war is not merely just about framing it into a context, it's about specifically placing it into obscurity. What have been the challenges that you have faced from this standpoint? And how God has worked through it?
I'm banished from Hollywood. I never hid from my faith or my being a conservative. If I'm on a movie set and somebody brings up, "Oh, I hate this guy's a Republican," I say, "Oh, well, why?" And we'll have a discussion on it. Some people get very mad and they get up and walk away. And, "Ooh, good argument. You're wrong. Is there? I go, "How am I wrong?" Then they walk away. They just have anger is all it's really. I was with ICM for years, one of the top agents. They said goodbye. And they're the ones who scream for tolerance, right? They scream for freedom of speech. It's a one-way street. My manager said, "I can't get you out there." She's opposite of what I believe in. And she's Jewish, but she admits her faith is somewhere over there in the south, doesn't really follow it. I mean, how many people that are practicing the Jewish faith would have voted for Obama? Not many, because he was the most anti-Israel president we've ever had. But then the ones that are of faith, they didn't vote for him. And Hollywood have their agenda. It's all about power and money and greed and everything, and they keep turning that wheel. I got to fight a $300 million Avenger movie with my $2 million movies. They have $150 million to promote it, and I'm trying to raise $1 million just to get it. We're close now to raising $2 million. That'll put us on 800 screens this September.
This is a refreshing movie, though. It's nice to see just actual acting. It's not all about the special effects.
Well, that's just it. I like those movies. I like the movies that are actors' movies. We got a couple of minutes. We'll be fine. We got somebody else coming up. Is that it? Sure. But I like movies that, like I said, people can relate to the characters. I want to make them laugh, things that did to me when I was growing up in my teens and in the 20s that moved me to LA. I still love going to movies. I still like seeing movies. Did you see The Green Book?
Haven't seen it.
Wonderful movie. You have to see that movie. That's one of the first movies that it's on. You can get it on Amazon, stream on Amazon. You can get it order on DVD.
Same thing with what?
It won Best Picture a year ago. The one that won Best Picture this year, it's just ridiculous. Hollywood. That South Korean movie. Yeah. Very violent, very evil, and it's like that's the Best Picture. Green Book was the first one that they'll write on, and I think in 5 years, 10 years.
I agree.
It's a wonderful, wonderful movie. And it's based on a true story, and it's right in the 50s, right in the heart of racism as well, and it's a really good, touching movie. So I highly recommend it. And that's why I put this movie in that vein, that there's redemption and hope in it. And I think that's, even Hollywood couldn't deny that.
One of the biggest things, and a few people acknowledge the redemptive power of Sunset.
Yeah.
What was it like being on that set? What was God showing you?
Bethany was on set every single day. We prayed before every day of filming. Her parents couldn't be there when we reenacted the shark attack scene. She stayed right there on the set. It was frustrating that we lost so much footage. My last day of filming was on the North Shore of Kauai. We were 400 meters out into the ocean where she got attacked. We're sitting on her surfboards, me and Bethany, all the act. I mean, Bethany wasn't out there, but the other 3 actors playing the kids. And we had scuba divers below us keeping any fish away. They got some kind of sound thing that would just keep all fish away, basically. But I'm looking at everybody while the cameras are setting up, and everybody's very quiet. And I said, okay, no one's saying anything, but we're kind of thinking about it right now. Because our legs are dangling off, and it's 60 feet below, you know?
You still have a feeling.
And, oh yeah, you still got a feeling. But Bethany was on set every single day. And that last day of filming, when she gets attacked, and all CGI stuff like that, obviously, as I'm bringing her in, she was praying the whole time. She told us what the scene was. I mean, and I played the guy that saved her, Hope Blanchard, and I met him. He had nightmares for 6 months. Because he figured the only thing that was different in that movie is when the shark attack happened, he sent both his kids out of the water right away. In the movie, we kept my daughter with me. He figured there'd be a feeding frenzy and they'd all die. He said, get out of here right now, go call 911, and he'd paddle over to Bethany, no one right then and there. I can't leave this 13-year-old girl out here, and he figured he was going to die. We got on the one side where she had the good arm and grabbed down her shorts, and paddled them both in, and the whole way in, they prayed together. They got salt water inside the camera. We lost most of that. In the movie, you don't miss it because they did aerial shots and stuff like that. But we missed it, and that was frustrating. But that movie was huge for a lot of reasons. Carrie Underwood is in the movie as well. We had a wonderful talk together with her. But I know that it affected Dennis Quaid quite a bit. Dennis knew of the story, and I know it affected him. But you know, it was weird because, once again, the studio behind it, Dennis has got the Bible reading to her in the hospital bed. They blurred out the words Holy Bible.
I didn't even notice
the pettiness of it. Yeah, because in your mind, you see the Bible. You know it's the Bible. So you don't look at that, see the words are there. They took it out.
Oh, wow. See, to us, though, to us, you're a superstar.
Oh, thank you.
And so I'm wondering what...
I'm just doing my bit.
And to us, it seems like you're out there on the front lines with the, doing battle against higher powers, against where stakes are higher and everything.
Yeah.
And so, do you ever find it hard to relate to other people, having been so involved in so much over the span of your lifetime?
What do you mean? I'm sorry.
Well, because it seems like when we think of people like you, we think of it, there's no chance we'd ever get an opportunity to meet you. You're
a Minnesota boy from a small town. Like my parents treated all 5 of his kids, grew us up the right way.
And do you still feel that way, that you are?
Oh, no question. No question.
And do you get the opportunity to live that life still, like to just be out in public?
Yeah, I was never a Hollywood guy, When I got Hercules, I was in New Zealand 7 years, and I went straight to Canada, shoot 5 years in Vancouver. So I never got to experience having a hit TV show in LA to get invited to all the parties and get all caught up in that stuff.
It was pretty big here. I don't know if you know that, but
Hercules passed. You talking about Hercules?
Yeah.
176 countries. We passed Baywatch. Baywatch by a third year. We were the most watched show in the world. On the set down there when they brought in this cake with #1 most watched, we're all kind of looking and going, really? Because we were in New Zealand, a country of 4.5 million people. And it's just, we're sort of isolated. I love it down there. My dream is to get another 7-year series and film and retire down there, shoot down there and say I'm done. Great country, great people, but it's, I'm thankful for what I'm able to do because I'm just doing my own battle. I get pastors that stop me and say, look, I have only 100 people in my flock. I'm going, every drop of water counts, man. Every need, if I can't get the support for this movie when it opens opening weekend, they'll pull it out of theaters. Theater owners don't care. They want to sell popcorn. They'll put anything in there as long as they put bodies in the seats. That's all they care about. And that's what made God's Not Dead so big. They hope to make, they were estimating $10 to $11 million total. Made $11 million opening weekend.
How many texts did you get at the end of the show?
I got a lot.
I got a bunch
You
too.
gotta like, but what a great marketing tool.
Yeah,
Because
it's
people
great.
go, God's on, what's this about?
I still get them from time to time. People watching them at home.
Sure.
Yeah, and they still do
Yeah.
it to this day.
Working with the Newsboys.
I just did Huckabee last Friday, a little over a week ago, and promoting my new book with my wife, True Faith, which is on the table behind you there. And the Newsboys were on it, and they don't know I was going to be on the show. I don't know that. I walked in, I go, look at the Newsboys here. And so they went crazy, and they came up to me and said, God, we got to do another movie with you. They wrecked God's Not Dead in 2 and 3, man. They should have put you in that movie. They were so nice about it. And I said, I got some movies coming up, guys. I mean, you guys were, you know, the soundtracks are pricey. What's great about this one, there's only 2 pieces of original music in this. All the rest of it is pre-1930 music, which is awesome. You know, because I wanted to keep.
You're allowed to go ahead and use that.
Because it's like common domain or whatever. It's not. It doesn't cost. We didn't have the money to buy. I mean, there were some people out there that wanted $50,000 for it. I said, guys, this is not kind of, you know. It's the budget we shot on. It's amazing what we did it on, but that's why we shot in Canada. You had a 35% tax credit, and the dollar was 25% harder. More, you know, give us a bigger bump.
So this was shot in Canada?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was wondering where that was shot.
It looks like Texas, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Well, here's the thing. Because I did a pro-life speaking event in Houston, and they heard about this movie. They said, because that was just, you know, Kilgore's not too far from Houston. They said, what's this? I heard you guys shot this movie in Canada. How do you shoot Canada for Texas? And I said, well, there's a 3,000-acre working ranch that has film sets built around it, in it, from a guy who's been doing movies for years. If you look east, it's the Rocky Mountains in downtown Calgary, so you can't go that way. But if you look west, it's Texas. And if it was good enough for Clint Eastwood to shoot Unforgiven on the same property,
Right.
and Lonesome Dove, and also Open Range Kevin Costner movie is good enough for me.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So it was wonderful. Our crew was great. These guys
Who are stars to you?
Who are stars?
To you, like, so to us, you'd be a big star to us, or to me.
You are a big
Oh,
star
thank you.
for
And
me.
who do you look at as big stars? Somebody that if you're around them, you get nervous.
Well, I got to go back. I got to go back on first year in Hercules with 5-star movies, and I got to work with Anthony Quinn. And the work with Anthony Quinn was amazing. I mean, it's a story. We went out to dinner every Saturday night for the year he was down there. I remember asking him the first week we were filming together. I said, "Mr. Quinn." He hated I called him Mr. Quinn or Anthony. He never called him. I was called Mr. Quinn. And I said, why? These are 5-star movies for TV. I mean, why would you, 6-time Academy Award nomination, 2-time Academy Award winner, why would you do this? He said, Kevin, I'm 78 years old and I've always wanted to play Zeus. When will I get the chance to do it again? So, and we stayed friends he passed away 8 years later.
He did a really good job.
He was great. And when I introduced my mom and dad, he put his arm around my mom and he goes, I'm his other padre too, because we became very close. And I was visiting his house in Connecticut, in Rhode Island, and we stayed friends up until he passed away. He appreciated the small beginnings that I had and how I went to Hollywood on my own. And really, I didn't know a soul. I just went out there and said, here I am. And that's why I do in speeches, I tell people, I said, don't let anyone set you limitations, especially yourself. I mean, there's always going to be rejection. I'm a 13-year-old and had success. Trust me, I know about rejection. But if you believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing, you go after it and pursue it. So I went after it and stayed busy, and they took it away when I came out of that closet, so to speak. So I said, I'll form my own production company.
I don't think they took it away. I like.
No, they opened a better door for me, and I know that. I'm totally aware of that. But it's frustrating, and it's frustratingly hard for me to raise $2 or $3 million to do these amazing movies when Hollywood can throw $300 million at the next Pirates of the Caribbean without blinking an eye. You know what I mean? James Cameron's shooting Avatar 2, 3, and 4 as we speak down in New Zealand. He bought up 10,000 acres and built his own studio down there. They've been filming for over 2 years, and he's putting $400 million in each one. What's up? We're down here?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Is your shoulder hurting? All right. Yeah, there's like a.
We raise the money for that movie because it'd be great to shoot it, you know? Because I'll be part of the wardrobe.
Kevin Sorbo, everybody.
All right.
All right. So, let's mute this. Pause this. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody.
Reverb.
No, it's an echo. There's a monitor. Kevin Sorbo, everybody, and that was a really, really, really good interview. It was a really fun interview. Be sure and go. You can go back and watch this again on our YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure it'll be up there on the website axmediagroup.com for you to be able to watch. We're gonna tag it up and try to get it viewed as much as possible. Yeah, I was pretty nervous.
It's too bad we couldn't filter the sound a little bit.
Yeah, but the music that you heard and all the stuff playing in the background was the actual movie. They had it playing on a screen right behind them. That's why I looked up and said, "What are they laughing at?"
Yeah.
Because there was a funny part at dinner that the guy from Cheers, the mail not the mailman. Yeah, the mailman from Cheers.
Yeah.
White-haired guy, the guy that plays all those voices in all the Pixar
Cliff
movies.
Clavin's character.
Yeah.
The movie was great. It was what we did see of it.
It was amazing.
I was captured immediately. It started off really, really well, really, really strong. It piqued my interest from the very beginning, and it stayed piqued. I was watching and involved and interested. When they came to get us to tell us to come out to visit with Kevin Sorbo, I almost didn't want to leave. I mean, of course I wanted to go and do the interview, but I also didn't want to miss the movie because I was interested. I was involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, great characters, great story. It was funny, fun. It was...
You're welcome, Linda.
It was real. It was a real life,
It's a
portrayal
yeah.
of what these men did.
Yeah.
You know,
Miracle
they went
in
out
East
and
Texas.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
name.
Yep. And they basically went and seduced these women and seduced their money out
Who
of them.
had just
and
lost their husbands
who had
and
just
got
lost their husbands, were
got the,
lonely out in the west, or the south
yeah.
in Texas, East Texas, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we might have to air a rerun. I just got a message from Amber from Something to Celebrate, and her car is broke down.
Oh no.
So we'll be doing airing a rerun then.
Okay.
For them, as last second, she just texted me that yes, we can. All right, so I'm just now getting a message about YouTube live being live now.
Good, Linda. Thank you for the feedback, and I'm glad everybody could actually hear the.
Thank you, Pam.
Audio.
Pam says great interview. Yeah, you could hear him just fine.
Yeah. You have
There
to
was a
listen.
lot of distracting noise in the background. Again, that was his movie actually playing, and the video might have been a little bit bright there for a few minutes whenever you could see the side of my bald head, because I don't know why I took my hat off when I sat down. I just was like.
And our time was up a couple times. I really appreciated that about him, giving us more time and telling her we've got time.
Yeah, we've got time. But he's like, unless he said unless there's somebody else that's supposed to come up.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to short other people.
Right.
But whenever there was one more lady there that was from a newspaper that decided she didn't need to be up there to do an interview.
Yeah, she was just doing photos.
Yeah.
She had the movie content and then our interview and.
Yeah. So,
Hopefully she refers people to
thanks,
our
Kevin Sorbo,
Axe Media Group.
for being so awesome about that. That was
Yeah. There are people too. Sometimes it's hard to realize that. They're characters that we see them play on the big screen. We sort of inject those characters' character into the actor or the actress, and that's not really the case.
Yeah, you got to see them as who they are as people, and they really appreciate that when you don't just go with their character or try to emulate just a fan, but be a person with them.
Yeah. And I enjoyed that too. That was really nice.
So, it's on Twitter, LinkedIn, and 15 other pages and growing.
So we know he loves to see people's lives change. He loves to see people redeemed. That's his interest.
And he's
That's what he's interested in.
He's pretty easy to talk to.
Yeah.
Go
watch this movie.
Go watch
Miracle
this movie.
in East Texas.
Miracle
You
in
gotta
East
see
Texas.
it.
Yeah, it's
I've got to see it.
He's got a couple more
The
movies
whole
coming out, and again, you heard him say that he's directing and starring in a new Left Behind series.
Now, what was the name of his studio?
Sorbo and Family Movie Studios or something to that extent.
Yeah.
He
So
mentions it in there.
So they do need support in order to make these movies, and they're trying to raise money
Well, I, for
right
one,
now to
when
make
it
a movie.
opening weekend or whenever it opens up in the theater near us, I want to actually go and pay for it and watch it because I want to support. I want to support it.
And aren't these movies on like one of the Flicks type? What is it called?
Pure Flicks.
Pure Flicks. Yeah.
It's a very good
Are
possibility.
his movies on there?
There's quite a few of them on there. It's not just the people who did God's Not Dead and War Room and all that stuff, which are all very good movies.
I mean, I'd just like to see more of it, and I enjoy what we're doing, and I think this is a good cause. So if
Yeah.
you can support us through axmediagroup.com.
That's the best way to do it. No donation too small, no donation too big. So you can set up a 1 week or a 1 day or 1 time donation, or you could set up a monthly donation, meaning that you can help us out on a monthly basis and contribute to helping us to do the right thing and serve where needed, and also show people what it's about being having unity in Christ through the Holy Spirit. So, morning, Becky. All right. So it's about time for us to get out of here.
Yeah.
And I got to find a video to play. So I'd like, you didn't get to talk hardly at all today,
That's
John.
all right. It's kind of a different day, and watching
Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo. It's
Yeah.
good.
And we might re-air that video later on, maybe this
It's
week
up
or
there
next week.
permanently, too.
Yeah.
Put closed captioning beneath it. You could do
You
that.
can also see it.
It's a lot of typing.
Axe
Well, I
Media
was just
Group
thinking
on
of making up-
Facebook. You can see this this episode
And
today.
Axe Media Group on
And watch
YouTube.
Yep. Share it with your friends.
Um,
hit that thumbs up. Share it. Share it to your story
Yep.
so all your friends
That's
can
right.
see it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Spread
yeah.
it like a virus.
Yep. You can see us on YouTube. Go to Axe Media
Too
Group.
soon.
Axe Media Group on YouTube.
Yeah.
The videos are there as well.
And not just this video, but other videos. Obviously, since we started doing YouTube, they're all still up there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You can see a lot of our last week's videos on axmediagroup.com. You can just scroll down and boom, there they are. You click them and they just start playing. So, yeah, go online, check it out. Go to axmediagroup.com if you want to help us out. axmediagroup.com/please-donate to help to support us in what we do and to help us grow, because that's the goal. We want to grow and grow and bring more. We want to bring more of the gospel to more of the secular world in a non-threatening manner.
Yeah, and check out the list of shows that we have. We have 10, 12 different shows.
12 different shows, and
Well, 5 of them are. the
we're getting
one
ready to
drive.
add a couple of 30-minute ones
Yeah.
to the show.
And a
or
lot
to
of
the-
really
to the
great
lineup.
content. I know personally because I've seen them all.
Yep.
Well, I've seen all the shows and their characters, the people who produce them, and the content that they share on those shows is amazing
Well,
and diverse.
folks, it's time for us to get out of here. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the morning drive today. Thank you again, Kevin Sorbo. If you're watching this, you're welcome here in the studio anytime. We're here at the Plaza Towers, Suite 216. You got my business card. So, and again, hey, John, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Appreciate
It's always
being
good
here.
to see you. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. So until then, my friends, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt,
My name is Jay.
I'm John.
and this has been The Morning Drive.